Have you ever wondered how those in charge manage to keep their power while avoiding the consequences of their actions? The answer is in a subtle game of manipulation, strategic partnerships, and the use of scapegoats and helpers. Understanding these tactics is key for anyone navigating the complexities of power dynamics. Law 26, as described by Robert Greene, emphasizes the strategic use of scapegoats and helpers, indirect influence, and the balance between appearance and reality in wielding power. Let's explore these principles through historical examples and insightful stories, shedding light on the subtle moves used by those in authority. 1. The power of scapegoats and helpers. In the maze of power dynamics, using power demands not only seizing the metaphorical sword, but also mastering the art of keeping its blade clean. As the old saying goes, "He who lives by the sword, dies by the sword." Law 26 guides the delicate balance between wielding power and falling to its temptations. A key tactic in this realm is the strategic use of scapegoats, skillfully used to free the powerful from any wrongdoing by shifting blame onto others. Historical echoes resound, such as Cao Cao's beheading of his food chief and Cesare Borgia's sacrifice of his lieutenant Ramiro de Orco. This age-old practice finds its roots in ancient Hebrew traditions, where sins were symbolically transferred onto a goat and banished. However, this goes beyond just shifting blame. It intertwines with the idea of helpers, individuals unknowingly manipulated into doing tasks for the powerful. Cleopatra, the legendary queen, mastered this tactic, using her charm to manipulate Julius Caesar and Mark Antony into removing her rivals, while maintaining an aura of innocence and virtue. But perhaps the most telling example is the complex dance between Mao Zedong and Chiang Kai-shek. In 1936, when Chiang Kai-shek's forces captured Mao Zedong, Mao made a surprising deal. He would join forces against the invading Japanese if Chiang took command. Chiang, expecting to defeat the Japanese first, then easily crush the weakened communists, agreed. However, Mao had a very different long-term strategy. While the nationalists engaged the Japanese head-on for years, Mao's forces hung back, avoiding major combat. This allowed the Japanese to severely weaken Chiang's army through direct attacks, unknowingly acting as Mao's helpers to undermine his nationalist rivals. By the war's end, the communists could easily overtake Chiang's battered forces, as Mao patiently used the powerful Japanese military as a tool to do what his own troops could not. Another great tale is Kuriyama Daizen's elegant ruse. The tea master sought to help his friend Hoshino Soemon repay a debt of 300 ryo without imposing obligation or sacrificing face on either side. Daizen devised an indirect solution, making himself the helper in a series of feigned courtesies and indirect exchanges. 2. The Art of Indirect Influence. In the intricate web of power dynamics, where each move is as precise as a surgical cut, the essence of Law 26 is palpable. Every action must be executed with utmost precision to avoid even the faintest stain on one's reputation. It is a realm where moral integrity serves as both armor and weapon, embodying the old saying of clean hands, clear conscience. Mastery here transcends brute force. It lies in the finesse of indirect influence and the manipulation of circumstances. Consider the historical maneuvers of strategic giants like Mao Zedong and Kuriyama Daizen, whose subtle orchestrations during critical moments highlight the potency of discrete control. From Mao's strategic calculations during the Japanese invasion to Kuriyama's elegant ruse to settle a debt, these examples illuminate the nuanced dance of power, where intentions are hidden and situations are arranged to one's advantage while maintaining plausible deniability. Echoes of such finesse resonate in the tales of Cao Cao and the legendary Cleopatra. In a crucial siege, Cao Cao's slight mistake threatened mutiny among his hungry troops. Rather than admitting fault, he skillfully shifted blame onto his innocent chief of commissariat, whose beheading quelled dissent and preserved Cao's authority. Similarly, Cleopatra, a master of manipulation, navigated political intrigue by enlisting powerful men as unwitting instruments of her ambitions. Exiled by her brother, Cleopatra charmed Julius Caesar into restoring her to the throne. Once back in power, she deftly maneuvered Caesar into eliminating her enemies, all while maintaining an air of innocence. Later, she repeated this tactic with Mark Antony, subtly hinting at her sister's treachery to prompt his decisive action. In both instances, Cleopatra emerged unscathed, her hands seemingly clean as her adversaries unknowingly carried out her wishes. In this realm of indirect influence and calculated maneuvers, the art lies not in open displays of power, but in the subtle orchestration of events, where control is wielded discreetly and outcomes are achieved without leaving a trace. It is a delicate dance where every move holds significance, and mastery depends on the ability to manipulate circumstances while maintaining moral uprightness. 3. The balance of appearance and reality. Individuals must skillfully navigate a maze of alliances and appearances, all while upholding integrity. This delicate balance often involves the strategic use of intermediaries to carry out unsavory tasks while preserving a pristine image of control. Historical examples like Cleopatra's manipulation of Caesar and Antony, alongside Mao's exploitation of the Japanese to weaken the nationalists, vividly illustrate the effectiveness of this tactic. However, as shown by Queen Catherine de' Medici's ill-fated maneuvering in 1572, there is a fine line between the facade of control and the harsh reality of consequences. In her bid to eliminate two threats, Admiral Gaspard de Coligny and the powerful Guise family, Catherine orchestrated a complex scheme relying on the Guises as her proxies. The plan aimed to assassinate Coligny, banking on ensuing Protestant retaliation against the Guises to eliminate both adversaries. However, the execution faltered, merely injuring Coligny and alerting him to Catherine's involvement. This ignited the infamous St. Bartholomew's Day massacre, resulting in the deaths of thousands of Protestants. This tragic episode serves as a stark reminder of the perilous pitfalls in wielding power through manipulation and deception. It underscores the crucial importance of upholding moral integrity amidst the complexities of political maneuvering, as echoed in Law 26. Thus, while alliances and appearances are powerful tools in the arsenal of realpolitik, they must be wielded with caution and tempered by an unwavering commitment to integrity to successfully navigate the treacherous waters of power. Law 26 underscores the importance of integrity in wielding power, cautioning against manipulation while advocating for ethical influence. It emphasizes the strategic use of scapegoats and helpers to achieve goals without overtly tarnishing one's reputation, highlighting the delicate balance between perception and reality. History's lessons serve as a reminder that true mastery lies not only in acquiring power, but in its judicious and ethical application, ensuring enduring influence and authority. If you're tuning into this video till now, it shows you're someone who loves seeing things through to the end. That's awesome, because finishing what we start isn't always easy. So, big congrats to you for that, because most people don't finish what they start. Now I've got something important to share. We're currently accepting donations in the form of subscriptions to our channel. It won't cost you a dime, but it will mean the world to us. Your subscription fuels our confidence and motivates us to create even better content that can genuinely help people. So, if you believe in what we're doing here, hit that subscribe button and join our community. Together, we can make a real difference. Thanks for your support.